So we now come to a very important aspect, as I earlier told you, that therefore there is a very famous terminology: segmentation, targeting, and positioning. So we come to a stage of second this thing, which is a targeting. You have an organization where you have product mix which has been popularized and it has been developed. Now you have a choice. You have a choice to go to market in a way whether you want to go to segment 1 only, you want to go to segment 3 only, or a 2 only, or you want to segment any two of them, or you want to segment all of them. So that's what is you call a targeting. You need to really decide how to go about tapping the maximum, and that's where the targeting comes into picture. Criteria for effective targeting, there are 4 aspects: identifiability, sufficiency, stability, and reachability. So identifiability means the profile, the segment that you have conveyed or you thought through are easily identifiable or not. So as I said earlier, the geographic, demographic, geodemographic, etc., some of the way if the segmentation is done, they are still easy to identify because statistically they are available. You can determine this easily. The one which is done on, say, psychographic and behavioral, etc., little very tricky to identify. So you have to really do a proper profiling of that. Coming to the usage and other aspects, yes, probably they can be identified better, so to say. So identifiability of that segment is very critical and the first most condition to decide whether it is worth targeting or not. Sufficiency in terms of volume. So sufficiency is again a two perspective. In terms of volume potential that it offers you, means does it have a sufficient market where required number of competitive people also can remain and still yet survive and get what they want. As a second is sufficiency. When you say, so sufficiency is like the total volume availability and longevity. So longevity means, in the sense, will it continue to give me that volume and the growth year on year? So there are the two aspects which gets clubbed under what you call sufficiency. So many books or many articles which you may see may talk about 5. So longevity is been pulled out as a separate thing. The stability. Stability is again, will this be a stable market? Will it grow with the time? Will it see a lot of variation, fluctuations, etc.? So will it impact my sale adversely in some point of time in future or not? So those aspects are been looked at. And reachability. I have decided, I think it is viable, segment, etc. Will I be able to reach them? So reachability again starts with the identifiability. So if the people are identifiable, then you are able to decide which media vehicle, which media can help you to take you closer to those identified customers, be it digital or non-digital as the case may be. So only when you are able to access them, reach them, then your delivery of message starts. So reachability is another one, because that will take your marketing communication to them, and therefore you are able to change their attitude or a behavior, consumer behavior, and that consumer behavior you can influence in your favor. So identifiability, sufficiency, stability, and reachability is the core of a decision making criteria to decide your target segment. Based on that, certain strategies are available to you. There are 4 which has been mentioned out here. Nothing much that needs to be told about the undifferentiated marketing, wherein you have a product, you have only one marketing mix, but it is open to all. So that's an undifferentiated marketing strategy. On the other hand, there is a custom marketing strategy, which is you have a very niche identified, you have a certain product mix worked out for them, and you only reach out to those identified niche. So with that two extreme, there are 2 other strategies which is out here, that is differentiated marketing and concentrated marketing strategy. So we'll say the concentrated marketing strategy first, wherein you identify out of that, as I earlier told you, that segment 1, 2 or 3, whatever. So you identify that you want to go to a segment 2. Then for that segment 2, you have to decide what is the right marketing mix, product, place, price, etc. So, and promotion. So you identify that, and when you develop that set of marketing mix and reach out to that segment 2, that's a concentrated marketing strategy. Reverse to that is that earlier Levi's example which I told you, there are various segments and there were various marketing mix. So in this differentiated marketing strategy, for each identified segment, you decide that you need to service them. Suppose if that's the case, then for each identified segment, you will have to have a different marketing mix. So different marketing mix for segment 1, different marketing mix for segment 2, different for segment 3. So then you are supposed to have followed a differentiated marketing strategy. So that's the concentration is identified one segment and one marketing mix. Differentiated is cover most of the segments different with a different relevant marketing mix for each segment. That's a differentiated marketing strategy. Another dimension to this is the counter segmentation marketing strategy. Many times, as the time goes by, due to segment volume contracting or stability is not being offered, etc., you may want to withdraw from that market. Now, withdrawal also should not impact your any other aspects of other product mix, etc. So what people get into is called a counter segmentation strategy, wherein what they do is they will try to de-promote, or they will try to put up a communication in such a way that people themselves would like to go away. So for example, Management Institute, they cannot say that our earlier program is a fruitless program because now we are introducing a retail MBA. No, what they will say is that the retail MBA is far more aligned with the time need of an hour, etc., gets you higher employability and all. So they will start talking more of what is current, what is relevant, etc. That way they will discourage the people thinking of generic MBA program, and this retail program may have a higher revenue because their fees may be higher because it is designed for the new age challenges, etc. So this is how that counter segmentation strategy operates. Marketers can recombine these segments into either a single segment. So even that can happen. There are few segments that you probably want to say discourage or move away. You may combine and look at it as differently as a one segment. Then probably you can tailor something for them as a solution. So that can also happen. Uh, Overall, this kind of a strategy when you implement, so which is like combining the thing, etc., conjuncture, look for a more generic need of a customer. So now you identify a specific need for which you can offer a product, etc., are known as the counter segmentation strategy. The same example I had given you, that MBA school. You want to discontinue a course, but you can't discontinue stating that this was a old this thing. You promote a new course more aggressively, that way you automatically discontinue. So friends, interestingly, this was a marketing segment related chapter. I'm sure it is very interesting. This is a foundation that will make you or break you. Your understanding about marketing segmentation needs to be therefore powerful, combining it with the consumer buyer behavior. So that both this knowledge, if you really skillfully acquire, you will have an edge over others in the employability market.